You may be seated. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all, distinguished guests, faculty, colleagues, families, friends, and members of the graduating class to the 2018 College of Biological Sciences Commencement Ceremony. Thank you to our distinguished guests, University of Minnesota Regent David McMillan, Vice Provost Robert McMaster, and our commencement speaker, Dr. Robin Wright, for joining us today. We will begin the ceremony with a multilingual greeting representing just some of the languages spoken by the class of 2018.
On behalf of the class of 2018, welcome to the undergraduate commencement ceremony for the College of Biological Sciences.
نيابة عن فصل الدراسي لعام 2018 مرحبا بكم في حفل بدء التخرج في كلية علوم الأحياء.
2018年卒業生を代表しまして生物科学大学の卒業式に歓迎します。
Сайн байцгаана уу? Биологийн шинжлэх ухааны сургуулийн 2018 оны бакалавр ангийн төгсөлтөнд тавтай морил.
নমস্কার, কলেজ অফ বায়োলজিক্যাল সায়েন্সের 2018 সালের স্নাতকদের সমাবর্তনে আপনাদের স্বাগত জানাই।
مقا إيبا فمتوتا برا كملما في كودا سديت مانا برنوتا الآن بيولوجيكال ساينس إرا ديجري دوراتن بدا فمتن بقى دفتن.
Namaste. आप सबको College of Biological Sciences Class of 2018 ओर से undergraduate प्रारंभ समारोह में स्वागत है.
በ2018 የኮሌጅ ኦፍ ባዮሎጂካል ሳይንስስ ተመራቂዎች ስም እንኳን ለምረቃ ስርዓቱ በሰላም አደረሳችሁ።
Graduating seniors, we are here today to celebrate a milestone in your lives, achieved through much hard work and determination. Congratulations. Yes, sure. However, you did not do this alone. There are many people who deserve recognition today. To the families that supported and nurtured you, the grandparents, uncles, and aunts who encouraged you, the brothers, sisters, and friends that kept you grounded, this is your moment too. Good time to say thank you, graduates. This is also a special moment for us, the faculty and advisors, and in some cases, graduate students and postdocs who guided and mentored you as you navigated academic challenges, survived failed experiments, experienced those aha moments, and discovered the passions that will motivate you in the years to come. We are all exceedingly proud of you and eager to see you realize your dreams. We are proud in part because completing a degree at the College of Biological Sciences isn't easy. We know we ask a lot of you, and you met the challenge through long hours in research labs and late-night study sessions. From the start, we asked you to play an active role in your own education, and you did. The fact that you're here now means you demonstrated dedication, a willingness to creatively collaborate with peers, the courage to try things you never tried before, and the openness to give and receive constructive criticism. You figured out how to ask original questions and how to find the answers. You listened to new ideas and analyzed them. You learned that biology and science in general is not a collection of facts. It's a process, a way of thinking, a method for finding solutions. It's a mindset that will serve you well for the rest of your lives, whatever path you may choose. You take away from this experience a wealth of knowledge, including new knowledge that you generated through research in classes and in faculty labs. You also take away self-knowledge, gained through your experiences and your interactions with peers, advisors, professors, and others. Now you get to go out into the world and put all of that knowledge to work to create a better, brighter future. Your education has prepared you to approach complex problems and imagine possible solutions. But to make a difference, you will also need the confidence and inspiration to take action. You have every reason to be confident in your ability to create change. On behalf of the CBS community, I want to thank you for the opportunity you gave us to work with you over the years, to get to know you, to teach and learn with you. Having a part in helping you become the person you are today is one of the greatest joys that we know. Congratulations. Now please join me in watching a brief video in which students reflect on their CBS experience.
I think I'll look back on this experience as the time in my life where I really learned the most.
When I think about graduating, it comes with a number of emotions.
It's nerve-wracking.
It's exciting.
A little nostalgic.
I'm terrified, but
There's so many opportunities out there.
There's a lot of change right now in life.
That I have no idea what's going to happen.
I think that 20 years from now, I'll look back at my time in CBS as probably some of the best years of my life. Through the people I've met here, the material I've learned, the questions I've been asked, the answers I've received.
CBS is unique because it really just provides such a supportive community.
I think we see that every time we walk into a classroom or we walk into BioCommons.
We learn together instead of just learning side by side.
And you kind of feel like you're not in it alone.
What my classmates have shown me is just how complex and interesting this world is.
CBS students are extremely driven, and I think that seeing their drive and excitement and determination has made me just want to emulate that even more.
They've given me the motivation and inspiration to do better.
Faculty members here are incredible. They're not only passionate, but they're always willing to support you.
And you're talking to the professors who sometimes are the leaders in a lot of their fields.
I always feel like I can never learn enough.
Science isn't just about, oh, memorize these facts. It's really about thinking, asking questions.
There's more than one way to think about everything. No matter what the subject, there's a different way to approach and understand how something works.
We're asking tough questions that may not have answers right away.
That's why I really like science, is I can look at the world in a way that some other people don't.
This whole process of graduating would not have been possible alone.
This moment was made possible by my mom and my dad.
They've always supported me and always been there for me.
My mom actually moved all the way from Dubai for me. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it without her or my dad.
My grandpa actually came here to the U of M many years ago, and he was kind of instrumental in helping me choose to go here.
I'm very excited to find what my path is and what my place is in this world.
I definitely have a dream of where I want to be, but it's going to take a lot of steps to get there.
I get to define what success looks like.
It's not what do I want to be when I grow up, but who do I want to be when I grow up.
I am always going to remember my 4 years here as the most incredible experience with the most incredible people.
I think what I love most about science and biology in particular is the ability to look at the world around me and have a small idea of how things work.
I can't give you a tangible answer of what I want to be when I grow up, but I think when I grow up, I want to be someone who makes positive change.
Thank you to all the students who participated in making that video. You are all fantastic. At this time, I'd like to recognize the accomplishments of a number of graduating seniors here today. Please stand as you are able when I call your name and remain standing until all award recipients have been acknowledged. And I'd ask you to please hold your applause until all are named. Recipient of the Churchill Scholarship, Merrick Smella. Recipient of the Fulbright Research Grant, Chloe Fuyu. Recipient of the Astronaut Scholarship, Merrick Smella. You'll have to stand twice, I'm sorry. Recipients of the Gilman Scholarship, Karamito Ba and Sarah Lentz. Recipient of the Hollings Scholarship, Melissa Drown. Recipients of the Thomas Burnett Advanced Leadership Program, Sarah Alapsi, Justin Dunnell, Evan Jobin, Amanda Wynn, Bennett Alupo. Recipients of the Scholarly Excellence in Equity and Diversity Award, Lee Alemu, Bennett Alupo. Recipient of the Joseph Mestenhauser Student Award for Excellence in Campus Internationalization, Melat Weldeselossi. Recipients of the President's Student Leadership and Service Award, Melissa Drown, Chloe Fuyu, Jesus Garcia, Zachariah Hussein, Melat Weldeselossi. Congratulations to you all. You may be seated. 47 graduating seniors were also welcomed into Phi Beta Kappa this year, which means that they are members of one of the most esteemed honor societies in the country. Will you all please stand as you're able? Please join me in recognizing these distinguished students. Okay, you may be seated. Students who completed the Dean's Scholars, Community Engagement Scholars, and President's Emerging Scholars programs are noted in the program, along with the many students graduating with honors and distinction. Will you all please stand as you're able? You may be seated. One more time, please join me in recognizing the varied accomplishments of all of the amazing students graduating today. This year's commencement speaker is no stranger to the College of Biological Sciences. In fact, she has played a prominent role in shaping the undergraduate experience over the course of more than a decade as Associate Dean. Dr. Robin Wright is an academic leader and distinguished scholar whose drive to serve the interests of our undergraduates resulted in their creation of Nature of Life and Foundations of Biology. She played a leading role in transforming how our students learn with the move to active learning. She was also founding head of the Department of Biology Teaching and Learning, a one-of-a-kind department here at the College of Biological Sciences dedicated to evidence-based teaching. Dr. Wright currently serves as director of the Division of Undergraduate Education at the National Science Foundation. She is a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science, and she received the Genetics Society of America's Elizabeth W. Jones Award for Excellence in Education for significant sustained impact on genetics education. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Robin Wright to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Forbes, for that kind introduction. I can't tell you what an honor it is to be able to be here with you today, as you're going to charge off into the world and change it. Did time ever pass so quickly? It seems like you just went to bed and woke up a few years later, doesn't it? Each day was filled to the brim with learning and working and hanging out. Each day you grew a little bit, you changed a little bit. I've been thinking a lot about change lately because I finally got my first grandchild in January. And it's not that kind of change. In 4 short months, he has turned into a really different person. But he probably doesn't feel any different. It's hard to see how you change while you're changing. The same is true for you. In many ways, you're a different person today than you were on the first day of college. As you navigated the higher bar and the new responsibilities moment by moment, you adapted, you embraced the challenges, you changed over your years in college. But like my grandson Jimmy, you're indifferent in many ways, but you're still you, but it knew and improved you. And now you're earning at least 1 degree from one of the best universities in the world. We're here to celebrate you. So I'd like to take a moment, and under your chairs there is an index card and a pencil. And I'd like you to think about the one thing that you're most proud that you accomplished during your time in college, and write that down on the card. The one thing you're most proud that you accomplished in college. And when you're finished, if you look up at me, I'll know when people are done. The hats work really well, by the way. I can't see your faces when you're working. Okay, now I want you to keep the card handy because we're going to come back to it in a few minutes. I'm sure that you realize as you've changed, the world has changed around you over these years. In fact, today is the slowest rate of change you will see in your lifetime. And unlike many of the changes that past generations have faced, the changes that are happening now are changing every aspect of human life. They're changing the nature of work and jobs and careers. They're changing the nature of healthcare. They're changing the nature of learning. They're changing the nature of human capabilities themselves. When most of you were in middle school, cell phones just took pictures. But then Apple invented the iPhone, a handheld computer with a camera. And in just the time, today, cell phones actually can talk to you and they can tell you what they see. So that enables a blind person to go grocery shopping for the first time just by using their cell phone. Today, powered by unbelievably massive amounts of data and incredible processing speed, digital robots in the cloud can do a much better job than ever before at things like predicting the path of hurricanes, determining the genomes of thousands of different species in a drop of Mississippi River water, reading mammograms to detect cancer, and they even write pretty good news articles, believe it or not. I've read some of them. That's the state of the world today. So imagine 10 years from now. Maybe you're trying to diagnose a patient or figure out what that rash is on your baby or write a business plan for your startup company. Let's say you have a great idea for introducing sea farming to help save coral reefs. Your idea is that if people have a stable supply of fish to eat, they won't fish as much on the reefs, and that'll help them stay safer, healthier. So what would you need to do today to find out the information that you need to do this and turn it into reality? How long would it take to figure out which reefs would benefit the most? How long would it take you to find your investors, to navigate regulations? What ethical considerations do you need to be thinking of? It'd probably take you at least a year, don't you think? Full-time work. In the meantime, you probably need money to live off of, right? And so you'd have to do it as your hobby. So it could take you as many as 10 years to get that information. I can imagine a not so distant future when you'll say something like this to your computer. Good morning, Shuri. That's what I call my computer. That's Black Panther's sister. Gather all of the information about sea farming across the world. Do a meta-analysis that includes the most productive types of fish and shellfish. Summarize your analysis in bullet points and graphics. Provide me with a list of potential investors that can invest in this effort. Predict the 10 best places in the world where sea farming would be most effective for protecting coral reefs from human destruction, human damage. Put all of that information into a PowerPoint presentation with graphics and photos, and be sure to reference everything using MLA standards. And then you go have a cup of coffee. Maybe 2 months later, maybe an hour later, probably 2 seconds later, you'd have all the information you need. And then you could start doing the things that humans do best: critical thinking, imagining, trying to see the flaws in the data, asking, what if, why not, and talking people into giving you money. Can you imagine what you could accomplish in that world? This new data revolution makes it possible for you to launch your nonprofit while you're still holding 1 or 2 day jobs. Oh, you've changed since you started college, but the world around you has changed even more. And in both cases, it's hard to see unless we really try. When we see it, it's breathtaking. I have 2 take-home messages to send you on your way today as you change the world, in which change is more rapid than it's ever been before, and the pace of change is only going to escalate from here on out. I believe these are the 2 lessons, the 2 messages that carry the key for enabling you to thrive in this changing world. The first message is learn. The nature of work itself is changing. To thrive, you'll need to build productive relationships with intelligent machines, digital robots, and other humans who may be anywhere in the world. These skills require constant updating as applications emerge, new data streams come online, new programs, tools, and machines emerge. It will require you to be a constant, lifelong learner. If learning isn't your #1 professional priority, you will never realize your potential in this changing world. You've learned a lot over your college years, but what you know is much less important than knowing how to learn, than loving learning. To thrive in this changing world, you must be all in on learning, 100%, no holding back. The great news is that you already have the learning tools that you need. You had to develop them in order to get here today. But you'll need to continue cultivating them, as well as cultivating your curiosity, your passion for doing things better, your openness to new ideas and approaches. From here on out, life is going to be a lot like surfing. The skills you have today will get you to the top of the first wave, but you'll need to develop new ones for the next wave, and the next, and the next, over a lifetime. So learn or fail to thrive. Learn, be radically curious. Learn, look for better ways to do things. Learn, ask what if, why not? And then gather the knowledge, skills, people, and machines you need to answer those questions. Isn't that wonderful? Your job is to be a student. But you get to choose what to study and what the exams you'll take would be. Message number 1, learn. Message number 1. So let's take a look at the second message. My second message is be human. In this changing world, it can feel like computers are taking over. Computer platforms combined with the sharing economy are disrupting industries from transportation to construction and professions from law to medicine to research and finances. What do we do when computers can do everything? Well, it's be human, of course. Machines can't do everything. They can't be human, yet. I don't think they ever will be. I don't think they'll want to be, and we won't want them to be either. Let machines be machines, and humans be humans, and the world will benefit from both. And of course, these intelligent machines are already all around us in the physical world and the digital world, and these digital robots can be awesome. I can ask my cell phone how to get to the Renwick Gallery, and it tells me, well, if you want to walk, it's going to take 180 minutes and you'll burn 747 calories. It's not going to happen. So I push the Metro button, and it tells me when the next train will come. It tells me if there are any problems with the system. It tells me whether to sit in the front, middle, or back cars. It buzzes me when to get off of the train. Does this sound like Nature of Life and the Gopher Way? It's like having John S. Anderson lead you along. It's just amazing. It makes my life better. And that's how I got to see the Burning Man art exhibit last Saturday, right about this time. I love working with that intelligent machine, that digital robot in the cloud that connects my cell phone to algorithms and real-time data, knows exactly where I am, can hear my questions, understand them, and get me to where I need to go. It makes my life better. It does feel sometimes like it can do everything, but it cannot be human. And that is what you must be in this changing world, fully, gloriously human. In a New York Times column last year, Thomas Friedman and Dov Seidman reflected on how humans will continue to create value in a world in which machines can outthink us in a lot of ways. They reminded us that machines will never have a heart, and they suggest that we need to redefine our highest conception of ourselves from I think, therefore I am, to I care, therefore I am, I hope, therefore I am, I imagine, therefore I am, I am ethical, therefore I am, I have a purpose, therefore I am, I pause and reflect, therefore I am. Thomas Friedman also coined a word that I kind of like called stempathy. Has anyone heard of that? Stempathy. And he says the best paying jobs of the future are going to be for those people who have both STEM knowledge and skills as well as empathy. Stempathy, I kind of like it. Be the best human you can be. Now, I don't think I'd be doing my job if I didn't include some active learning. And so one vision of the future that you should be aware of is that instead of you chasing a job, jobs are going to chase you. And so it's going to be more important than ever before to be able to explain your capabilities and your ability more effectively. And I know many of you are interviewing for jobs, maybe some of you have jobs, or you're interviewing for grad school or professional school, but this is a lesson you can practice, and you can practice on your family and friends later today. After you have been given your diploma and you're a graduate, you can practice. So here's what I want, here's my tip. So I have a tip and then I have an activity. No one really cares about what you did. What they care about is what you can do. And so the way that you can explain this is by telling the story of what you did, not just the list of accomplishments. So here's what you're going to do. Take out your card again. And what I want you to do is think about how did you do that accomplishment and how did it change you? How did you do it? And what did you learn about yourself from it? Are you ready? So now here's the fun part. I want you to find someone, maybe in this row behind you or in front of you, that you haven't met before, and trade stories. You can stand up. Great job. There's nothing I like more than a room full of people talking about interesting ideas. I just love that. And so you get a bonus take home because you did such a good job. When someone asks you what you did, they really are asking about your story of you. And use that opportunity to share your story, not just the facts. Here's the thing. Storytelling is one of the best and most effective ways of being human. It's not bragging. So here's your last test. What are the 2 take-home messages for today? Learn, and be human. When I was first interviewing, for my very first faculty job. I had an opportunity to have dinner with Lee Hartwell. Lee went on to earn a Nobel Prize for his work on cell division. But at the time, he was a professor that I was really anxious to impress so that I could get a job. He's a very nice person and a very interesting thinker. And what Lee wanted to do, I'll never forget this. This was, 30 years ago. He said, I would like to be able to live for a year and then go to sleep for 10 years and then wake up and then get all caught up on how the world has changed and then sleep for another 10 years. I wish that too. I see rainbows and butterflies all over the not so nice stuff that's happening in the world today. I have confidence that overall the world would be a better place 10, 20, 30 years from now. And I have a scientific reason for that. I know you. I know that your presence in the world has already made it brighter. I know that you are capable of great things. I know you're already learners. I know that you can be world-class learners. I know that you're human already. Good, kind, decent, hardworking, complex, creative, funny, ethical, honorable, loving, and lovable. I know that you are moving toward your vision of your best self. You are learners. You are human. You are how we are making the world a better place. I can't wait to see where you take us. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin. Now I am pleased to invite Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education, John Ward, to present the candidates. He's a professor in the Department of Plant and Microbial Biology and teaches botany and plant physiology. He's an instructor in the Nature of Life program at Itasca Biological Station and Laboratories, where many of the graduating seniors here today started their CBS journey. John.
Thank you, Dean Forbes. Hi, everybody. This is a time you've been waiting for. It's a time to celebrate. You're going to have a chance to make some noise. Families, friends, and students, please feel free to cheer on the soon-to-be graduates as I read the candidates' names. Candidates, the student marshals will direct you to the stage. Please follow their lead. We will now begin presentation of the candidates for Bachelor of Science degrees from the College of Biological Sciences. We'll begin with students receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in biochemistry. Lacey Bernard. Mantai Monjans. Brian Bear. Dustin Wynn. Kate Lauer. Jade Nine. Livy Songster. Alicia St. Marie. Zhang Jiao. Nathan Feltman. Shivani Kuduru. Sienna Keller. Sabrina Ratsami. Sijun Zhang. Marissa Pyer. Jessica Lettler. Angela Wynn. Nia Sethi. Alexander Bui. Melissa Cyberlick. Noah Farstad. Sarah Morton. Molly Westfeld. Kendall Corti. Michelle Clegg. Jet Stomswald. Thomas Klein. Mohammed Ali Jama. Diego Lala. Jonathan Avers. Kayleen Knoll. Khalid Dalfala. Jonathan Giesler. Samantha Osinski. Maibu Claire. Ayal Akua. Zechariah Hussein. Ty Covey. Justin York. Juliana Vanderboom. Amy Pritchard. Ralph Marseille. Josiah Lucas. Maxwell Anderson. Jaewon Kim. Boris Law. Eric Meyer. Hannah Marks. Catherine Gray. Hallie Warmoth. Spencer Kramer. Madeline Kirker Altendorf. Prancho Parmar. Dami Kuti. Connor Nath. Caitlin Hoff. Blake Everett. Benji Schuneman. Evan Eaton. Shrey Malik. Eric Wong. Danielle Amundsen. Asif Chaudhary. Alan Zhao. Henry Halverson. Li Ying Wang. Yuki Zhou. Thomas Hodges. Jacob Anderson. Stephanie Aaron. Carrie Follis. I'll now be presenting candidates for a bachelor's degree in biology. Nicole Minerath. Sydney McClure. Josephine Awatoe. Karimatu Ba. Ji Young Moon. Jardine Guimatsa. Miguel Torres. Manoj Somasundaram. Elena Ho. Mai Vang. Alexander Banerjee. Kevin Nguyen. Ryan Moylan. Huda Adam. Henry Davis. Ryan Campbell. Kevin Henry. Calder Glowak. Parker Gross. Emily Searderstrom. Nadia Kane. Eric Schlicker. Lauren Pelkey. Grace Pankratz. Anna Sove. Helen Yee. Mary Junko. Atlanta Bittinger. Alexandra Parker. Nicholas Fuqua. Kara Churovich. Emily Gerner. Chase Eder. Madeline Jensen. Abigail DeGroy. Annika Fate. Jennifer Mangus. Emily Larson. Paku Her. Sierra Burr. Tegan Hardy. Katie Monk. Matthew Tran. Michael Peterson. Camila Pham. Shashank Yarlagada. Zane Carney. Varshitha Krishnan. Felicia Patel. Omar Adam. Musa Hussein. Jakfar Hassan. Ali Beydoun. Ina Khan. Vincent Choi. Dana Strube. Rayanne Kalasa. Michaela Leifeld. Angelica Ortega. Anchisa Pipat Pin Yopang. Casey Lofi. Alexandria Verberton. Tiklan Keye. Kebe. Kevin Math. Shonais Puniwala. Minu Punia. Somya Marasakadla. Sahar Jasani. Anam Hassan. Carly Creighton. Dara Salur. Madeline Shank. Anna Kempfer. Joshua Justison. Marcus Peterson. Catherine Bloom. Autumn Beckman. Amber Kanan. Cody Tohoki. Colin Emerson. Kathleen Delaney. Nathan Baum. Hafez Hana. Jake Peterson. Evan Jobin. Benea Lupa. Victoria Shimonek. Susanna Struble. Emily Peterson. Michaela Hong. Morgan Burkhart. Natalie Groves. Anthony Meyer. Megan Heimerman. Haley Held. Jeremiah Noon. It's Chantel Smith. Georgie Holm. Alex Pierce. Tess Snyder. Jared Kine. Julia Santucci. Megan Lesmeister. Mira Damodaran. Catherine Spurlock. Caroline Bertler. Caddy J. Munson. Jonah Resnick. Samantha Gray. Catherine Johnson. Paige Hartman. Eliza Arvald. Ann Steinberg. Alexa Blado. Rachel Johnson. Riley Reike. Emily Owens. Tyler Nelson. Michael Wappes. Sophia Hansen. Heather Kane. Emily Lika. Norma Josephine Farah. Catherine Hill. Namrutsa Damle. Madeline Beck. Andrew DeVette. Morgan Lang. Emma Marjorie Reiner Hughes. Matthew Fuller. Ross Screeton. Sean Johnson. Kylie Barnes. Riley Sanoki. Michaela Craig. Coleman Stroessel. Talia Nogroho. Elise Kirian. Amanda Gordon. Daniel Matanen. Evelyn Hayhurst. Mela Wadasalasi. Leah Alemu. Lila Jokinovich. Alicia John. Amanda Wynn. Kimberly John. Jason Schau. Melinda Homestead. August Askegard. Elizabeth Ederman. Megan Koenig. Luke Aldrich. Michelle G. Noah Fortmeyer. Natalia Nice. Isaac Johnson. Valerie Cole. Vanessa Keogh. Yunji Park. Vivian Toe. Chase Gerton. I'll now be presenting the candidates for a bachelor's degree in ecology, evolution, and behavior. Jackson Brook. Kirsten Grab. Carrie Skelly. Ingrid Holstrom. Melissa Drown. Chloe Fuyu. Rachel Ann Berg. Melissa Malek. Aaron Andrews. Tracy Eichholz. Claire May Jaggermountain. Connor Neal. Caitlin Reno. Sydney Baum-Hayes. Caitlin Knudsen. Melanie Mink. Carolyn Kalinowski. I'll now be presenting the candidates for a bachelor's degree in genetics, cell biology, and development. Alexander Framstead. Elizabeth Bonima. Carly Tashner. Brendan Jenquin. Katie Kallenbach. Aaron Anderson. Christy Lee J. Victor Corral. Sophia Lazzaroni. Yugin Ng. Kimberly Mao. Polina Prokoda. Saza Singh. Lior Levenstein. Sienna Schaefer. Emily Schomer. Matthew Krostek. Nicholas Malcor. Paige Rue. Ian Nakaza. David Sannerud. Ewan Dim. Riel Ogega. Andrew Park. Garrett Draper. Bailey Clothier. Meredith Campbell. Samuel Drummer. Lindsay Walker. Melody Truong. Austin Wilcox. Maria Kraut-Kramer. Allison Zinter. Mara Caves. Natasha Lilly. Justin Oakland. Joshua Bayer. Connor Navas. Evan Thielen. Anne-Marie Haw. Jay McAvoy. Sonia Ehrlich. Jessica McMullen. Christina Daly. Morgan Jackson. Casey Joe. Joshua Gallup. Lucas Schellerud. Aditi Soni. Lucas Jagger. Alexis Elfstrom. Dei-Chen Wangmo. Jennifer Kim. Emily Rankin. Matt Griesbach. Emily Engelbrecht-Wiggins. I'll now be presenting candidates for a bachelor's degree in microbiology. Lydia Cameron. Ellen Padilla. Carl Stone. Carmen Chell. Scott Ron. Andrew Alexander Sterling Norton. Cole Minnick. Thereste Ajirzada. Is it Pilot? Julie Pilot. Ajinka Limkar. Aaron Gorman. Matthew Freeman. Thomas Butenhoff. Megan Olson. Peter Brimehurst. Eva Groff. Elizabeth McDonald. Melissa Reevy. Sarah Wixon. Grace Kurtz. Madeline Nickel. Vitura Tisov. Ima Ahmed. Justin Donnell. Michaela Carlson. Kevin Jiang. Melissa Kriesel. Helen Rezer. I'll now be presenting candidates for a bachelor's degree in neuroscience. Neho Masagi. Yaroslav Pachinka. Melina Yamshita Peterson. Shikarai. Vi Wen. Afsan Mahmood. Jeff Stoley. Kevin Loke. Cynthia Jung. Suzanne Cho. Ellen Kim. Carolyn Dumrose. Bill Kim. Ryan Mickman. Daniel Quivinen. Johanna Jisoo Back. Surdi Kalatur. Matthew Oloko. Mark Mizrahi. Il Wong. Henry Way. Connor Burke-Smith. Afumia Desalegn. Binhui Huang. Kelsey Kunkel. Maya Santasuaso. Colleen Hutchison. Emily Davra. Christina Garaski. Nancy Dilraman. Joanne Dow. Jiva Palanisamy. Win Liu. Antoinette Danku. Megan Hill. Emily Beck. Maria Soroka. Johanna Bixby. Zachary Harvey. Jonah Pointer. Tucker Ingalls. Siang Cha. Marina Howard McGuire. Adam Nagrin Larson. Thomas McCullough. Cole Davis. Carly Rasmussen. Vesselina Persall. Megan Reiner. Danielle Tran. Brian Lewis. Ben Miller. Stephen Mamer. John Pillay. Logan Mossman. John Leashim. Elizabeth Carlson. Megan Gleet. Amy Rankula. Lauren Madden. Lily Gainan. Andrew Metz. I'll now be presenting candidates for a bachelor's degree in plant and microbial biology. Jack Berner. I'll now be presenting candidates for a bachelor's degree in multiple majors within CBS. Hi, Phil. Philip Leong. Luke Remy. Melina Patel. Sarah Stanley. Patrick Griffin.
That was a lot of hands. Now it is my pleasure to welcome University of Minnesota Regent David McMillan to the podium. Regent McMillan received a Bachelor of Arts degree in Economics and History from the University of Minnesota Duluth and a law degree from the University of Minnesota Twin Cities. He's an advocate for the university and active in the community with many years of service on a variety of boards. He is Executive Vice President of Minnesota Power, where he has served in numerous roles since 1989. Regent McMillan.
Well, thank you, Dean Forbes, and thank you to the faculty of this great school. It is one of the gems in our collection of wonderful elements at this big state land-grant university. And as a regent, we get the opportunity to do some amazing things and be involved in a lot of really amazing opportunities, but none of them bring together the mission of this university and the purpose for why we exist as a governing board like Commencements. It reminds us that we're here to support faculty, who in turn support you and push us on our way forward as we create and share knowledge as a university. So it is inspiring to see all of you. I'm deeply grateful for your choice of the University of Minnesota, and I know you're going to go forward and make us very, very proud as future leaders of our region and our state and our world. But you didn't come here to hear me say all that. You came here to hear me confer degrees, so why don't we get on with that job? Will the candidates please rise as they are able? All right, and here's the magic words. Upon recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Regents, I now confer upon you the degrees for which you have qualified. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, graduates.
You can sit down now. Now it is my pleasure to introduce fellow CBS alum Tim Tripp. Tim is a three-time alum of the University of Minnesota. He got his bachelor's and master's degrees from the College of Biological Sciences and an MBA from the Carlson School of Management. His connection to the college and the university has continued in his professional life through his role in the Office of University Economic Development, where he works to advance research and industry collaboration with the university. Tim.
Thank you, Dean Forbes. You did it! You graduated! Way to go! Yes! All right. College of Biological Science graduates, you're now part of a network of alumni extending literally around the world. Whatever path you choose, you share a common connection with those who came before you, shared experiences, shared knowledge, and a shared curiosity about the world around you. Wherever you go on your journey, whether that's around the world or if it brings you back to campus like mine did, you have the network of peers, this alumni network of peers cheering you on. So on behalf of CBS grads everywhere, welcome to the alumni family. I wish you the best of luck as you make plans to join the workforce or go on to graduate or professional school. But please keep in touch, and again, congratulations. Well done.
Okay, thank you, Tim. Graduates, this ceremony symbolizes the university's acknowledgement that you have mastered the knowledge of biology. It means that you're prepared to make contributions as engaged, educated citizens of the state, the nation, and the world. And while we're sorry to see you go, the parting is bittersweet because we know you're ready to make your mark. You leave here with a framework for thinking about the world around you and developing solutions to challenging and complex problems. But you also leave with something just as important: lifelong friends and a connection to this college. Please keep in touch. We're eager to learn how your careers and lives unfold. Now I invite Professor Emeritus John S. Anderson to lead us in what else but Hail, Minnesota. Many of you learned Hail, Minnesota from Dr. Anderson at Nature of Life as freshmen. During nearly 4 decades as a biochemistry professor, John has won every award the university and college offer for excellence in teaching. He once said that his secret as a teacher was understanding where students are on their educational journey so he can meet them and take them from there. His dedication to this college, and especially to our students, is inspiring. John.
Thank you, Dean Forbes. Congratulations to all the graduates of the class of 2018. Well done. It is a tradition that we sing the alma mater as the finale of commencement. Many of you were introduced to Hail, Minnesota at Nature Life 4 years ago when you were just beginning your involvement with the College of Biological Sciences and your educational journey at the University of Minnesota. Now you have completed your course of study, and we've gathered here this evening to celebrate your graduation. This is a time when emotions run deep. As your family and friends join with you to sing the alma mater, let your feelings flow freely as you reflect on the education that you have received and the many wonderful events and friendships that have enriched your experience as a member of the University of Minnesota community. As you go your separate ways, may the alma mater be symbolic of the many bonds you have forged over the past 4 years. Dean Forbes, Regent McMillan, would you please join me at the podium as we all sing Hail, Minnesota? All please rise if you are able. Minnesota, hail to thee, our college dear. Thy light shall ever be a
Well, that concludes our program, which means it's time for all you to go out and celebrate. Yes. So I would like to ask our guests to just stay seated until the faculty and graduates have completely exited the floor, and faculty will process out to the front of Mariucci to take photos with students and families. Congratulations and best wishes for the future.